Swedish circle method. Right? You read the problem there. It is showing a slip surface having solved by Swedish circle method. Okay, everybody should turn on their video, otherwise it will be considered as absent only. Remember, it is according to the guidelines from principal office. Right? We have to know how many are attending classes sincerely. Right, guys? That is after that your issue. If nobody is turning on their video, that will be treated as absent. Remember this point. Right? So as you see on the screen, the figure shows a trial slip surface through a soil mass having properties C is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter square. 30 is the angle of internal friction, and gamma is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter cube. Right? So these all are the properties of soil given in the problem, and he is asking to find the factor of safety using the Swedish circle method. Factor of safety using the Swedish circle method. Right? So what is the procedure of finding the factor of safety using Swedish circle method? The entire slope surface have to divide into vertical slices, as you see on the screen in the problem. So it is being divided into 6 vertical slices. 6 vertical slices. Right? So the height of the slope is given 7 meters, and then each vertical slice you have to take for analysis. Okay, first slice, second slice, third slice, fourth and fifth, sixth slice. Right? So for each slice, what is the factor of safety? Right? To find out. So we have the formula, the standard formula to solve the problem or to find the factor of safety. That is C is equal to CLA plus summation of n tan phi is whole by t, summation of t. Right? So this is the equation of Swedish circle method to find out the factor of safety, which is Fs. This is Fs, factor of safety. Now here you need to find out what is L, length of slip surface, and what is normal reaction. What is pi already given in the problem, and C also given, that is 20, pi is 30 degrees, and T also you need to find out. Right? So what are the formulas we have? N is equal to W cos alpha. Right? T is equal to W sin alpha. Right? So these are the two equations. Okay, to find out normal reaction and tangential reaction, and then L is equal to LA, or length of slip surface, is equal to 2 pi r by 360 degrees into angle made. And here it is 71 degrees. Okay, these three formulas you have to make use and find the factor of safety of the soil slope using the Swedish circle method. So now here this weight you have to consider for each slice separately, so that you will get n value and t value separately for each slice. Right? You see the first slice where W is equal to n, where W is equal to n. Right? Then the height you have to take, that is different. And the second slice you see, it is having alpha is equal to 9 degrees, and W2, 9.2 and T2 are there. And the third slice having 19 degrees of alpha, having W3, N3 and T3. Right? Then fourth slice having 29 degrees of alpha, okay, having N4, T4, W4. And then for same slice, fifth and sixth also having a weight separate, and normal reaction and tangential reaction also separate. So this all N1, N2, N3, N4 up to N6, the same way W also, and then T also. Right? So this all you have to find out individually. This all you have to find out individually. Right? So for that you have to make a table. Let's see that later. Then calculation of LA, 2 pi r. What is r given in the problem? That is 12 meters. Okay, which is showing on the figure. R is equal to 12 meters, and by 360 into 71 degrees. 71 degrees is the angle made of the end points of slope with respect to the center O. With respect to center O, right? So if you find out L is equal to 2 into what is pi, R is equal to 12 meters and into 71 degrees. This is whole by 60 degrees. So tell me this value how much? What is the value of L? A. LA is equal to how much? It should be in meters. Quick.
14.87 meters.
14.87 meters, right? LA is equal to 14.87 meters. Now you have to find out what is N T for each slice, W for each slice. Three variables are there. So for that, so let us make a small table. So here, let me draw a simple table here. Just a minute. So for each slice, we will get W, N, and T. I hope screen is visible to everyone properly. This is called slice number. Okay, slice number. First slice, second slice, third slice, fourth slice, like that. Then you have to find out what is a weight. So to find out weight, you should have following things. So let me draw here simple table. So to find out weight, we have three components to find out. First thing is what is the width, what is the unit weight, and what is the height of the soil slope of each slice. Okay, there are three categories to consider. First thing you have to consider ordinate. Ordinate means height of the soil slope for first slice. Then you have to consider the width. Then you have to consider the volume. You have to consider volume. So this is how, and then you will get the total weight of the sample of each slice here. Total weight W is here for each slice. So these three are required. So I'll tell you how to calculate ordinate, width, and volume. Then the next we have is alpha. Okay, what is the angle made by the normal reaction and the resistance from the each slice? N and W. Okay, N and W. That is alpha given 9, starting from 9 degrees here. You see for first slice, it is 0 degrees. Then the second slice 9 degrees. The third slice 19 degrees. Fourth slice 29. Fifth slice 42. And the sixth slice is having 55 degrees. Right? I hope it is visible to everyone. Then you have to find out what is T, that is equal to W sine alpha. Next one is what is N. N, that is equal to W cos alpha. Right? So this is all you have to find out. So let us write first how many slices we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let me close this table. Then write all these values here and so. Right? For first slice, what is the ordinate? What is the width? So here from this you can take from this graph, you can take what is the width of each slice. Width of each slice and height. So this gives the area. So area into volume. Area into volume, that gives a weight of soil. Okay, the unit weight of the soil, obviously, right? So for each slice, we have written it as here. I'll write small statement. The sliding wedge. Sliding edge is divided into 6 slices. Okay, 6 slices of equal width 2 meters. Equal width 2 meters of each. 2 meters of each. Right? So the width will be 2 meters. Okay, the volume will calculate. Then what about the ordinate? Okay, the second column, what about the ordinate of each slice? So let me draw here. Here, this is the first slice we considered. This is the first slice we considered. Am I right? You see the picture here. First slice, this one. First slice considered. So where this is W and this same is equal to N. Okay, W is equal to N. Same, that means having on the same direction. Same direction. Now you need to find out what is the ordinate. So we generally will take the average ordinate. So ordinate means obviously we will take height. So height means here one is having here some height and other is having maximum height. So here in order to consider two different variations, we will take the ordinate, mid ordinate. Okay, what is the mid height of this portion? What is the mid height of this portion that we will consider? So if you put a scale here having, if you draw this 7 meters height of slope and 2 meters width of each slice, so you will get the mid ordinate for first slice is 0.9 meters. Okay, with this angle, what is the angle mentioned here? 71 degrees. And angle here for first slice is 0, second slice is 9 degrees, and the third slice 19, and up to so on 55 degrees of last slice. So if you draw this in the graph, you will get the ordinate height is for each slice here. First will be 0.9 meters. First will be 0.9 meters. The second will be 2.4 meters. So these are already drawn in the graph. That's why I'm writing here this value directly. Third one is 3.6 meters, and the fourth one is 4.5 meters, and the fifth one is 4 meters, and the sixth one is 1.8 meters. Okay, these are all in meters, so I'm mentioning it in the bracket. Second one. Okay, first one is first ordinate height is 0.9 meters. Second one 2.4 up to the last one is 1.8. So that you can variation here. You see in the picture given in the problem. First slice is very small. Second slice little bit bigger. The third and fourth are much bigger. You see the values variation here. First class value is 0.9. Second is 2.4. Third is 3.6. Fourth is 4.5. And fifth one is 4. Sixth one is 1.8. So as it is increasing, and third and fourth slice are having more ordinate. Okay, having high value of ordinate, and fifth, sixth are less compared to third and fourth. As compared to third and fourth. So that's how they have to calculate from the graph values. So the width we already taken, that is 2 meters each. So 2 meters, this is also in meters, 2 meters, in meters here, 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters of each. Okay, don't get confused here. Now we calculate what is the volume. 0.9 into here this all we consider in the second dimension. So here the third dimension we have considered as unit. Okay, unity. So what is the volume? Area into height, or area into length, whatever we take. So area we can calculate from the ordinate height and width, 0.9 into 2, but the volume is into 1. Okay, so whatever the three-dimensional picture we have converted into two-dimensional. You see the first topic of basis of analysis of soil slopes. So you have to consider the soil slope in two-dimensional picture only. Okay, one dimension you have to consider as unity, 1. So here the volume will be 0.9 into 2, that is equal to 1.8. Then 2.4 into 2. What is the 2.4 into 2? 4.8. So 3.6 into 2. Okay, this is in meter cube. Okay, don't forget, this is in meter cube. Right, then 3.6 into 2. This is 7.2. Right, and then for 4.5 into 2, that is 9. And 4 into 2, that is 8. And 1.8 into 2, that is 3.6. Right. You understand? Guys, is it clear? అర్థమవుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now we have the next fifth column. W is there. To calculate W, what is the W here? So before calculating W, you should have alpha is equal to. What is alpha in the first one? First equation, alpha is equal to 0. From the first slice you see. So alpha is equal to the angle made between the normal reaction and the weight. The first one having the same direction. So that's why angle is 0. The second slice having 9 degrees. That you see in the problem figure. 9 degrees. And then 19 degrees. Then 29 degrees. And up to so on. The sixth slice having 55 degrees. Right? Let's write this one first. Second slice is having 9 degrees of alpha. First is having 0. The third one is having 90 degrees. And the fourth one is having 29 degrees. And the fifth one is having how much? 42 degrees. 42 degrees. And the last one is 55 degrees. Now, then how do we calculate the weight here? Okay. If you have the weight value of each slice, then only you can calculate tangential force T and the normal force N. Why? Because it is having a formula with psi, W and alpha. Okay, we know what is alpha here given in the problem, but the W you have to calculate. So to calculate W here, gamma into B into H. Okay, W is equal to gamma into B into H. What is gamma here in the problem? We given gamma is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter cube. This one, 20 kilonewton per meter cube is already given. Then gamma BH already given, that is 0.9 into 2, that is equal to 1.8. Multiplication of ordinate height and the width of the slice is 1.8. Okay, first slice is 1.8, second slice is 4.8, up to so on, sixth slice. So gamma into B into H, that is the weight of each one. So here 1.8 into 20. Okay, 1.8 into 20, what is the value? 18 to the 36. So 36 kilonewtons. So why? Because the gamma given in kilonewtons. This is in kilonewtons. 36 kilonewtons. Then 48 into 4.8 into 20 kilonewton per meter cube. What is the value? That is 96. Then the next 7.2 into 20. 72 into 72, 144, right? So obviously that is 144 kilonewtons. Then 9 into 20, 180 kilonewton per. Then 8 into 20, 160. Then 3.6 into 20, how much? That is 72. For this values, is it clear? So W is equal to 36, second for first slice. The second slice is 96. For third slice it is 144. For fourth slice it is 180. Fifth one 160, and the sixth one is 72 kilonewtons. Right? We know alpha also. Now you tell me what is the value of T, what is the value of N for each slice. So first one, for first slice, T value is equal to W sin alpha. W is already calculated in the previous column, 36 kilonewtons, and alpha is 0. So for first slice, 36 into sin 0. You tell me all these values of T and N. Fast. This is Shivashankar, 197. Mute your mic. Vishnu also. Tell me what is T value for first slice? 36 into cos sin 0. Sin 0 means 0, right? So this total term will be 0. Then here we have 96 into sin 9 degrees. 96 into sin 9 degrees, how much?
39.56.
How much?
15.01, sir.
15.01. So let it be as 15 only. 01 is so much one, right? Then the third one 144 into sine 19 degrees. Tell me this one. So I will also calculate along with you.
46.881, sir.
46.881. Yes, let it be 46.9. 881 means 88 means almost 9, right? Then for fourth slice, what is the T? 180.
87.26.
87.26. Very good. Next, fourth slice.
107.06.
So let it be limited to one decimal after the point. Okay. Instead of taking 26, let it be 7.6. Next, 51.
107.1.
107.1. Okay. Next, last one. 72 sine
58.9.
58.9. Let it be 59. Okay. So this is about the T values. Then N values. W cos alpha. 36 into cos 0. Obviously 36 only, right? Cos 0 is 1. The next second one, 96 into cos 9 degrees.
$94.81.
94.81. So let it be 94.8. Then the third one, 144 cos 19 degrees.
136.15.
136.15. So let it be 2. Then 180 into cos 29 degrees. Yes. Anybody?
157.4.
157.4. 157.4. Next, fifth one, 160 into cos 42 degrees. This I write.
118.9.
118.9.
Yeah, very important. And the last one,
41.3.
41.3. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Right. Now we calculated what is a normal reaction and what is the tangential force acting on each slice. Okay, on each slice. Now here you need to calculate the factor of safety for each slice at the same time, or else you can calculate overall also. Both are possible. But here we will take overall. Why? Because in the equation you see in the first solution what we have written, Fs is equal to C into La plus summation of normal reactions. We have written tan phi by sigma into T, sigma T, sorry, sigma T. So we have taken summation directly here itself. Otherwise, you have to calculate it separately from each slice. Okay, from each slice, what is the factor of safety, and the summation of all the individual slice factor of safety gives you the total factor of safety of the soil slope. Right? So let us write the same formula here. So before that, let us take what is the summation of T here and what is the summation of N. Tell me.
315.21.
This is T or N?
T, sir.
315.29.
0.2, sir. 0.2. That's it.
0.2. 0.2. Then sigma N.
584.59.
582.500. Let it be 6. Okay.
584, sir.
584, huh? 584.2. Sorry, 6, right? Right. So this is a value of summation of T and summation of N. Right. So this is in kilonewtons. Don't forget to keep the units. Okay, kilonewtons. Then what is the factor of safety formula we have? Let me clear this. This is not required. Right. So let me write the factor of safety value here. Factor of safety, tell me the equation. What is factor of safety? C into LA plus summation of N into tan pi dash by summation of T. Right? So in the equation, what is the C value given? What is the C value given in the equation? For the given data, C is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter square. Then pi is equal to 30. Okay, pi is equal to 30. You remember these two. Right? C is equal to 20 kilonewtons and into LA. What is LA here? Length of failure or length of failure line. LA. What is the value of LA here? We calculated in the very first step. 14.87 meters. Okay. LA is equal to 14.87 meters plus the summation of n. What is the summation of n? N value here in the last column we calculated. It is 584.6. This is into tan of pi dash. Pi dash given is 30 degrees. No problem. Right? This is whole by summation of T. What is summation of T here? 315.2 kilonewtons. Right? Now tell me what is the factor of safety of the soil slope.
2.01, sir.
2.01, sir.
2.0. Very good. Okay. So this is how you have to solve to find out the factor of safety of the problem of finite slope using Swedish circle method. Okay, using Swedish circle method. This is very very important. So likewise, you have to calculate for uh, Bishop circle method also. Why? Because it is also same. It is also same. You need to consider the ordinate, width, volume, W, alpha, T, and N. Then, of course, with the addition of these values, you need to calculate uh, the force which is acting among the slices, that is E1 and E2. So this is you need to calculate extra. This you need to calculate extra, right? So let you copy this solution. Let me take, no problem is here. Okay, copy this solution. We'll go back to Bishop's method again. I'll show you some problems also fast. So when you complete, please let me know. Okay, done. Finished, guys? So whenever complete the problem and you highlight the solution, what is the final answer you highlight in the box? This is very important. And at the same time, what is the main formula which is useful in calculating the answers? Or also keep this in the box. That's it. Okay, guys. As you follow up the answer, once you copy the problem then and this figure, and remaining things are I just explain. Right. So we'll move on to the next problem. This is one more problem which I want to give you the attention. Right. You see the problem second. Determine the factor of safety of slope. Factor of safety of the slope shown in the figure. The slip surface passes through two layers of the soils. Okay, the pore water pressure on the slip surface is shown by the dotted lines. Take the gamma W is equal to 10 kilonewton per meter cube. So as you see this figure given in the problem, just let me right. So you see, you just zoom into the second picture. Is showing properly that picture will zoom in. Right, the slip surface is same. Okay, there the same problem you need to solve by Swedish circle method. That you need to take what is W, what is T, using the values of coordinate, the height, volume, weight, alpha, and all given in the problem. But the only extra thing, additional thing given is the pore water pressure. Okay, pore water pressure. You need to calculate. Why? Because he mentioned in the problem that is pore water is there on the slip surface. Pore water is there on the slip surface, that you have to consider. So if it is there means, you see, or let us take one slice. Okay, one simple slice. Okay, this is a slice and this is the ordinate height. Now here the weight of this is, let us take, this is a weight acting exactly vertically downwards, and this is n. So the angle between these two is, that is alpha, right? That is alpha. Now what is a pore water pressure acting upon on the slip surface? So this is the base of the top portion of the slip surface is this one, all right, or you can say not this one, or the bottom portion of the slice is the failure surface. You see this one, the bottom portion of the failure surface, the bottom portion of each slice, the bottom portion of each slice. Nothing but there will be pore water pressure acting along this slip surface. So that is exactly upwards. That is U. So we denote the pore water pressure is equal to U, small u or capital. Because if you take the total count of all slices, you will be representing with capital U. If it is for each slice, you have to write it as small u. Now here I gave you the formula of finding the factor of safety when the pore water pressure is existing. That is equal to C into LA plus summation of N minus UL into tan pi. This is whole by summation of T. Same equation, but the only thing you have to change is U into L. That's it. Okay. What is the pore water pressure intensity? You need to add it to the, or you need to consider it for the calculation of normal reaction. So that is summation of N minus UL. Why we take N minus UL is these are having the intensity is different, acting along the same line. Okay, acting along the same height. That's why we'll take N minus UL with summation of all the slices. This is the only difference from the previous problem. Okay, the only extra column we will add is UL. Then this UL value is same. If you see the picture properly, what is given? The slices are 8. Okay, 8 slices are there. Up to 7th slice, the dotted line is indicating the pore water pressure line. Okay, or pore water line. So up to 7th slice, the UL value is same. Why? Because the pore water pressure line is existing up to 7th slice. But in the 8th slice, it is not considerable one. That means the factor of safety you need to consider from first slice to second slice is 1, and the last slice is 1. Okay, last slice is 1. That's why you will get 2 factor of safety values. Or else you can take summation of all this. Got it? That is the only difference. Finding of pore water pressure is the only difference. That is sigma n minus 2L with the addition to the normal reaction. That's it. Okay. All the same data given in the problem. So here the 2 soil layers are existing. That's why, and the 2 C values will come, 2 gamma values, 2 pi values are there. So first layer is having C is equal to 30 kilonewton per meter square, gamma is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter cube, and pi is equal to 20 degrees. For second layer of soil, which is above the 7th slice that you see, above the slice number you given, C is equal to 25 kilonewton per meter square, gamma is equal to 19 kilonewton per meter cube, and pi is equal to 10. And R, the radius of the circle given is 28 meters. The angle made between the first point, the top point of the slope, and to the failure initiated point on the embankment surface, that is 75 degrees. And then if you consider the pore line, the pore water line separately, that angle having 10 degrees less. So the angle made between the failure surface of first point and the second point on the slope having the pore water pressure line is 65 degrees. So the remaining is 10 degrees. Okay, this is just a small difference from the previous problem. Calculating the pore water pressure. That's the remaining things are same. Okay. So I'll share this document after the class in the Google Classroom. Okay. You guys take this problem and solve it. Then the next problem, using the Bishop simplified method. This is also same like Swedish circle method only. So find the factor of safety against the sliding for the slope shown in the figure using the Bishop simplified method. So, but in order here he given what is the width of each slice. Okay, what is the height of slope 16 meters, and what is the angle, that is 83 degrees. What is the angle of internal friction 20 degrees for one layer and 30 degrees for one layer. Right, the radius given is 26 meters. The same procedure, same values, calculating n, t, w, all are same. The angle also given here. Alpha is equal to 2 degrees, 9 degrees, 23 degrees, 37 degrees, 55 degrees. Right? The same procedure, but only thing you have to consider is E. Okay? What are the forces acting among the individual slices? Okay, among the individual slices, and here one more thing also mentioned, that is pore water pressure also mentioned, and having 2 different soil layers. They are same, and put the equation of Bishop simplified method. That is, what is the equation of Bishop simplified method? It is very simple. I give it Fs is equal to very big formula, that is 1 by m alpha into 1 by m alpha into, this is summation. Okay, m alpha into the ratio of C dash B plus W minus U B into tan pi dash. Tan pi dash, this is whole by W sine alpha. W sine alpha. That this is the equation, and then what is m alpha is equal to the same equation, 1 plus tan pi dash into tan alpha by Fs is whole into cos alpha. These are the 2 equations which we derived, okay, in the Bishop simplified method. These equations are given, Fs and m alpha. Okay guys, the same procedure, don't confuse. The same procedure, if you get doubt anywhere, you are free to ask me. Okay. Right, that's it, guys. I think that's it for today. We have completed a Swedish circle method. Two problems. One problem I explained. The second problem given for small homework. The third problem is Bishop simplified method. If you get it, do it. Otherwise, we'll take one more class extra for the solving of this Bishop simplified method. Why? Because the problem is a little bit lengthy. Procedure is same, little bit lengthy. That's it. Because there are so many unknowns are there in this factor of safety equation. You need to calculate what is B, what is U, and what is W. Okay, what is M alpha. These all a lot of unknowns are there. So for this, the table will be a little bit lengthy and bigger. If you get it, if you understand, then you solve it. Otherwise, you will take one class extra to solve Bishop simplified method. So as of now, we have covered almost all the theoretical topics based on which we solve problems also. Okay, based on which we have solved one problem on each method. Okay, one problem on each method. We solved Swedish circle method, simplified method, and earlier also friction circle method, and Taylor stability number also we have taken, and factor of safety using cohesion, factor of safety using shear strength, and angle of internal friction. These all we solved. Very simple problems, right? So I hope these problems are enough for you to prepare end exam. And most of the topics also we have covered under this stability analysis of slopes. Right, now this is the end of the second unit. We have finished, and then we move on to the next unit called earth pressure theories. Okay, called earth pressure theories. So in this we will see the stability of the soil slopes extension. Okay, stability of the soil slopes extension topic, the continuation topic. So what is the upgrade? Okay, how can we upgrade without so just instead of calculating all these forces, length of fracture line, length of W, angle, alpha, phi, everything. So in order to avoid all these things, there is a structure you can build vertically. So to avoid the slope portion of the soil, we'll build the structures vertically. Okay, it may be RCC, it may be soil or soil retained structures, or it may be like steel structures, whatever. Okay, the structure which is vertical retains the soil back of its volume. Okay, that is considered as earth pressure theories. So we'll take all the details from the next class, right? So still we have 10 minutes time. So if any students having doubt, please let me know. Okay, you can take number of doubts in 10 minutes. Yeah. Anybody? I told you to turn on their video, but nobody is doing that. And remember, guys, this is recording. Okay, the class is recording. You can see on the left side of the screen, top recording. Okay, which is indicating the red color band. This class is recording. So if this class video, I have to send it to the higher authority. So if they do not, if they see this one and see so many students are not turning on their video, right? I don't know if they take any action against you. Why? Because this is a strict action initiated from the management that you have to turn on your video while attending class. Okay. Yeah. Any students having doubts? Now nobody is on their video, so that's why I'm not going to consider their attendance. As I told you before starting the class, very strictly. Okay, that's your wish. So if you don't have any doubts, means I'll conclude this class.
సార్
Yes.
విడ్త్ దేనికైనా 2 తీసుకోవాలా సార్?
Oh, that see here in this solution, you need to draw a graph here. See the slope height is, let me zoom it. Here the slope height is 7 meters. Okay, 7 meters. The angle made is 71 degrees, and the radius is 12 meters. So this all you need to draw in the graph and get the values of width each, or else you can take it like approximately. So what is the radius here? 12 meters. Possibly six classes are there. 12 by 6 almost equal to 2. In that way also you can take. So this trick is not applicable everywhere. Why? Because if the slope is 14.5 or 13.5 or 12.6, at that time it is a little bit difficult. Okay, you need to take it approximately. And one more important thing is, for all the slides, you can't take the equal width. Okay, for some verticals is having a very less width. Sometimes, for example, first slice we have taken 2, second slice or 2, again same. Okay, this is the assumption we have done here. But some slices they mentioned particularly in the problem itself. Don't panic. Some vertical slices having maybe more than 2 also. Okay, 5 are having same width, like that is 2, and the sixth one is having maybe 2.1 or 2.2 or 2.3 like that. So this is there are some mathematical equations also to find out the average ordinate height. Okay, if possible, I'll give you that in the next class. So why? Because here I've taken directly. So what is the ordinate height here? First slice is 0.9 and up to the sixth slice 1.8. I've taken it directly. Right, to calculate the mid-ordinate height, there is a procedure is available. You just go through it. Very simple formulas are available. I think that goes to the mathematical part. That's why we are to avoid that, and to save the time, I have written all the ordinate heights directly. It is not constant. It is not constant. Depends on the failure surface length. Okay, we will take. So if you want to consider 4 slides instead of 6 slides, okay, the width will be different. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Next, any other students? Questions? That's it for today. So we do in the next class tomorrow. Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you. You can exit the class and attend the next session. Thank you, guys.